Alright, so now it's officially time to play the caves. I'm going to check my item pack. I want you to look at my items. I have a whole sword that wasn't there before. I got that from playing the forest at least 2 to 3 times. I played it 3 times. I highly recommend you play it at least 2 to 3 times. That way you can get some more experience level wise and possibly some better equips along the way. Alright, so off to C1. Alright, in the caves, we are fighting evil sharks now. Um, as you level up and as you get to higher stages in the game, you're gonna go against a little bit more tougher opponents, and they're gonna get harder with every difficulty as well too. Picking up the boxes once again, like I said, that is a very important thing to do. One way to get more weapons and better equips and Masada. I just picked up an equip actually. That is a unit called Digger HP, and what that's designed to do is to boost my max HP 10 points, and that's going to come in handy futuristically. Alright, also in the case, what I highly recommend you do is keep your distance away from the lilies. The reason being is they can cast Paralyze on you, or Paralysis, and that can actually be a big hindrance to you playing the game. I don't have any anti-paralysis on right now on me, so it would be better for me to keep my distance, use my handgun, do a couple of normal, hard attacks, and just like I said, play it safe. Alright, I'm cleaning my mag now. Also, in me playing the Force 2 to 3 times over, my mag evolved to Varuna. And like I said, I'm feeding my mag antidotes. You can feed it trimates or dimates if you happen to find those, or even monomates if you want to really get to the power. But for me, especially with the humor, I want to focus more on my attack accuracy. The antidotes are also ways in my power too. It's not a big significant boost, but it's still raising it as I level my mag. But right now, my main focus is to get my ATA up a little bit more, and then I'll focus more on power futuristically. Alright, now I hit a switch to the door. This is a four-way door. Normally it would take 4 people if you play multiplayer to open this door, but since you're a single player, you can do one. In future clips, I'm not going to show you these type of rooms. I just wanted to show you them now because I like to complete the whole stage in its entirety. That way I get the most experience possible. So that way when I go against a boss or just moving on to the next stages, it's going to be a little bit more easier because I'm going to be stronger. And like I said, my level is going to be a little bit more higher. Alright, I'm switching my items around. You can do this actually. This is going to be a helpful thing to do futuristically. As far as my techniques, what you do is if you hit the shortcut menu, hold R and you press the Y trigger, and then you hit the X button, you can scroll through the different um, weapon menus, and you can get to your techniques. And what you do is when you go over a technique, you hit the X button, and then you just scroll down, and then you can swap your techniques around, and just practice around with that for a little bit. That way you can get the idea of which techniques you feel are more effective for you using whichever particular character you may have. Alright, this is a nano dragon. This is probably going to be one of the more difficult basic enemies to fight against in the caves. Right now I got a good advantage on him as far as he spawned right in front of me, so I was able to get a few hits on him. Normally he has a nice blast that he shoots at an enemy to be able to take a lot of damage if not kill him. So what you want to do is against the nano dragon, you want to kill him immediately. Kill the lilies immediately. Kill the dragons immediately. That way they don't cause you too much trouble as you go through the caves. Alright, just gained another level. Alright, now I've gotten to an area where I can't move forward anymore. This is a two-way door, and it requires me to step on 2 switches to activate it. I have one switch here, the other switch is on the opposite side of the map, so I have to go around to get that switch, and then I can come back to this area to go through the door. I don't know if you guys also noticed, I wanted to point out that I did pick up Resta and Zonda, and I picked both of those up playing Forest 3 times. And Resta is going to come in handy extremely good just because I don't have to focus or depend so much on my monomates. I can use my Resta technique to heal my humor and preserve my monomates. Zonda is a very useful technique for traps, as you saw I just did. If you're coming up on the trap, or if a trap is directly above your head, if you're able to catch Zonda quickly, it will immediately eliminate that trap that's hanging above your head. Alright, so now I'm using the sword. I'm going to try to special out. Look for this. But the sword comes in handy at a distance, and I think the best combo with that at earlier stages is normal, hard. I'm going to skip 4 because my items got full, so I'm not going to show you that part like I told you before. I'm not going to go through the selling the items. Hopefully you guys picked up on that on the first tutorials. Alright, so that was officially the last enemy for C1, the first part of Caves. Alright, and check out the next tutorial for C2 and C3.